Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves, a channel where I react to and review music of all kinds. Today we'll be checking out Under Dimension from CoyDe featuring Kinoko for Punishing Grey Raven. One that you guys have asked for a few times, and I'm excited to look into it because this is the first Punishing Grey Raven song I'll have heard that's not from Ghost Final, which Ghost Final's music has been phenomenal, but I'm curious to see what other stuff they have in store. But if you got anything else you'd like me to check out, make sure you throw it down in the comments. And while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe because it helps the channel immensely. I'm really grateful to all of you for supporting me. I've also got a Patreon you can check out and a Discord if you'd like to join. But without further ado, let's check out Under Dimension by CoyDe featuring Kinoko. Beautiful piano and violin and a big lady. What's not to like? Let's keep going. Such beautiful and fantastic piano melodies there, and the violin in the background, just the mournful, beautiful, sad violin melody is also just exceptional. And yeah, this piano though, like so many fantastic melodies being made from this piano, and it sounds amazing with the backing of that violin. Very beautiful, but also very sad, clearly. But I'm curious how this will build. Dude. That was such an excellent build into this section that just blew up. Like, it's so cool. The way the character's eyes open and then the beat just dropped, and now we got this really crunchy kind of bass synth as well as the main synth melody behind it. Just a fantastic driving synth melody. Like, it's really cool. Still very, like, kind of dark and mysterious, but I think it's not quite as sad as it was when the violin was in there. I have a feeling they'll probably work that back in as we go on, but I guess we'll see. This is fantastic, though. Where we going now? It's another fantastic drop, fantastic mix-up that just changed the vibe quite a bit. Like, it just keeps getting lighter, it seems, from the very beginning where we had, again, the very mournful strings, beautiful piano melodies, and it kicks up to, like, a Mass Effect rave kind of vibe. Like, it reminds me of, like, the clubs in Mass Effect. And now it's even more in that vein where it's just, like, very spacey, very airy kind of synth melodies, but much faster paced and very dynamic and interesting. Like, really dope music though overall. Like, this is a straight up bop. I'm gonna go back 5. The mix up. I forgot that Kinoko was a part of this. I think I've heard one song from her when I did like Girls Frontline or something like that. But yeah, she was a fantastic vocalist, and I completely forgot she was a part of this. But I guess her vocalizations are coming in now. And that other drop, that was just so crazy. Like, it just got so much more intense. With each drop, it seems like it's getting more and more intense, which is very cool. I apologize, I have a cold, but anyways, this is really, really cool. Really cool. So we've got that like almost Middle Eastern vibe of a synth melody, while we have the like descending bassy synth coming down. Really cool, like fantastically done. The orchestration here and the composition's really well done. Like, again, this is the first time I've heard from CoyDe, and it's very different from the Ghost Final songs I've heard from this game. But that's, again, not a bad thing. Like, very different style of synth melody. Like, Ghost Final's music is typically very trance-like, very house-like, like very kind of early 2000s synth. It's what I always say because it's what it reminds me of the most. Whereas this is a lot more airy, a lot more space-like. Like, again, it would fit well in like a Mass Effect game as like background music in a club or something like that in that game, because it has that kind of spacey and like eerie, mysterious quality to it that works really well here. It's beautiful. And if this is because you meet this person in space, or I have no idea, but it's really cool regardless. Mix up with the percussion. Now it's a melody of its own. It's not just kind of backing melody. The percussion kind of synth. It's not quite percussion, like it's not drums, but it's kind of the bassy section of this, so I'm calling it percussion. But it's taken on a melody of its own, which is really solid, and then you have the other backing kind of synth melody behind it on top of the vocalizations from, I believe, Kinoko. This is just becoming such a fantastically well-rounded song. Very cool though. Back to this main melody, but we have the backing of the kind of percussion underneath of it that seems like it's building. We'll see how it ramps up here. because it seems like it's kind of building to something. From Mass Effect to Mega Man. Like, I love this style of synth melody, and it's very reminiscent of Mega Man music. If you've ever listened to old school like Mega Man music, it's a lot of it has this kind of thing in it. It's like the modified like guitar sound, or I'm not exactly sure what kind of synth or chiptune melody this is, but this goes hard, and that like dubstep element coming in too, the like much harder, much crunchier bass notes, like very, very awesome. Like this, like I was saying before, this song, almost every drop they get, they keep going more intense, and this is the most intense yet, and I just love this kind of spacey synth melody. We get another mix-up. Like, even that section before this, it took like the main melody we were used to, but again the percussion was different, and now we're going into another version of that last drop, which is again slightly different melodies from this kind of new synth element that they've added in. And it's very cool though, just really well produced, and things just keep progressing and changing, and it's very dynamic and very awesome. My bad, my phone went off. Let's get back to it. Now it's like that element that they put in the forefront that I said sounds like Mega Man, it's now kind of in the back of the mix, while the bass is almost in the front with another synth melody behind it. So many layers to this, and it's fantastic. It's like an onion, or like a ogre. Okay, let's keep going. Just some kind of like disjointed synth melody for the outro. Very cool. I kind of wish they would have went back to like the piano and the violin for the very end or something like that, but to be honest, the song has progressed so far from that point, it would almost be weird to have that in at the end because of how different it is. Like the very beginning of the song, like it's almost like if you took a section from the beginning of the song and like a later part of the song, especially like around 5-minute mark, 6-minute mark, like they sound like completely different songs entirely. Like which is not a bad thing, it's just the growth of this song over the course of it, like it became such an interesting and dynamic kind of synth melody, like so many different synth melodies that like it wasn't just one, they built in so many, and each drop kind of progressively made it more and more intense and worked in more and more melodies and kept switching things up and keeping things interesting. Like this was really cool. This honestly might be my new favorite from this game. Like I've really loved all the Ghost Final songs for sure, but they all have a kind of similar synth vein, like techno trance vein, and it might just be that because I've listened to like 3 of them at this point, they're just kind of getting a bit samey because it's the same creator, the same kind of style of music. They've all been good, don't get me wrong, but this one is just a little more dynamic and just something completely new for me, especially from this game. Like obviously I've heard some other music like this in some veins, but I don't know, just the growth of this song and the progression of this song was just so unique and so awesome. Like, it just kept surprising me and kept building in new and interesting elements that just keep blowing me away. And especially that last one with the kind of, like I said, Mega Man style synth drop that they worked in for the last like minute and a half, 2 minutes. That was excellent. And I love how each drop kind of brought in a new dimension of synth or rhythm melodies. Very awesome though. Anyways, thanks for hanging out watching my reaction. I feel like I'm being watched, so I should probably get out of here. Until next time, later days folks.